Mother, I know you're so proud of me.
And 3, 2, 1.
I'm finally a cinematic auteur, working the other side of the camera as I was destined to do. Now I'm directing a big-budget remake of Phlebos of the Nile for modern audiences, and who knows what tomorrow may bring.
Broadcasting from Bangkok, the very capital of the Kingdom of Thailand, and relayed to the National Broadcasting Service of...
From dream to reality. No filmmaking, not yet. Just being a bored expat. Maybe I should go back to sleep. How, you may ask, did I end up in Bangkok? Well, I'll tell you. After my cinema expertise got me expelled from the Villages, that city of old geeks in Florida, I headed back to California and was living with my mother again. Not ideal for a man of my stature, but what else could I do while I got my feet back on the ground? I spent a lot of time driving around, helped my mom move when she had to find a smaller place, and there was still a space for yours truly. Then there was the interweb, great for marking time. And one day I got an email from a guy I remembered vaguely, a guy in the graduate program. He was from Thailand. His name was Boon Mi, but he told people to just call him Boon. He remembered my presentation about Phlebos of the Nile. Send him some footage and any details I had about sets and costumes, and he might have a big surprise. So I copied my old VHS tape, made some Xeroxes of artwork I'd taken from Cinecittà, and mailed a package off to him in Bangkok. When I finally heard from Boon, I couldn't believe it. He had hooked up with producers doing a tourist show on stage, and they wanted to do a live show that strongly resembled Phlebos and Cleopatra too, with dancers. The original designers had all died, so they wanted to hire me as a consultant. How soon could I leave for Bangkok? A plane ticket would be in the mail. I didn't have a lot to do, spent a lot of time wandering like a typical Gaga tourist. I did report to the venue, and backstage there were costumes for me to critique, and also sets for me to say yay or nay or maybe. I met a few of the dancers who seemed pleasant enough in what I soon realized was the friendly Thai manner. And after a few weeks, the show opened. What a dazzler. They had really taken my ideas to heart, done stunning choreography, and the audiences went nuts. The place was packed night after night. Tourists, government officials, well-heeled locals. It became one of the places to take a date or a client to be impressively entertained. And what about me? Well, there was no sequel in the works, so the paychecks stopped immediately. But it seemed like a pleasant place to retire, so why not? Low cost of living, and maybe I could find someone to share my life with. And maybe I could work my way into the Thai film business, play old farangs, as they call white people.
You salvation and success.
And if I couldn't really become an auteur, I could still dream.
In a world where man is ever present in the landscape, he can't ever get far away from where he already is. Look at his brash attempts to stay relevant as he fades away. Man of nature. Man of industry. Man who kills Mother Earth.
Mr. David, I've held my tongue for too long. Not anymore. Your limitless supply of pernicious horse shit is coming out of every orifice. You have nothing to contribute to this world of cinema. Nothing. You never have and you never will, you worm. That guy walking into the desert knows way more about everything than you do. Why can't you just fade away like a bad dream that you are? Why don't you just leave us in this poor old world alone?